Hello loves, I'm here making another brief video, and it is about manifesting, about being wealth and abundance. You are wealth and abundance. If no one had already told you yet, you are. And the reason why I'm saying this is for a long time you've been asleep. Your family members, your relatives, I should say, relatives, who you could easily translate to being your enemies, kept you asleep for years, for decades, not months, years, decades of narcissistic abuse, domestic violence, a lot of gaslighting. Gaslighting basically is distorting your reality. And if you know anything about dysfunctional families, which majority of us have been in, you will know that narcissistic abuse goes from generation to generation. A lot of people can't understand that they were in narcissistic, dysfunctional families. It wasn't just domestic violence, it was narcissistic abuse. It was narcissism. And if you know the story of narcissism, then you will know that there was narcissists were, I believe it went back to the Greek story of Narcissus. And he was vain. He would look in the mirror and he epitomized vanity. And there was a lady, a woman named Echo, who was in love with Narcissus, and Narcissus' enemy was Nemesis. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Nemesis was the enemy of Narcissus. And so when Narcissus had passed away, Echo was the one who reached out to Narcissus. But all there was an echo which bounced right back to them, because Narcissus rejected Echo. And that's where the word rejection comes from. So, and being rejected, it's one of those heartbreaking Romeo and Juliet stories. That with the narcissist, you get rejected, you get discarded. And all there is this heartfelt heartbreak of love. And now it could be with your family, it could be with your ex-spouses, your baby daddies, your whomever. But if you go back and look at the Greek version of it, you will find out the history, the Greek mythology that goes with the saying about narcissism. And I find that story very fascinating. If you've ever looked into Greek mythology or Roman mythology, but I believe it's a Greek mythology, you will find that story is the basis for a psychological theory of narcissism. And with having a psychology background anyway, being scholarly as I am, butterfly, but you will come to understand, if you study that story, you will understand what you dealt with. And it's not a theory. It's really not a theory. That a lot of people who have been telling their stories, about betrayal, being degraded, being devalued, as Echo was, unrequited love, and alienation of affection. Alienation of affection doesn't have to do with custody issues when it comes to children, like when two parents are sharing custody, or custody is being denied. But you can also relate it to your parents and you as a child, your childhood, or an aunt, uncle, and anyone in your childhood or adulthood. And when you think about all the dysfunction that goes on in your family, like mine it was far beyond dysfunctional. It was literally witchcraft was involved, a lot of religious abuse, I should say. To me, witchcraft is like a religious abuse or a spiritual abuse. And when you get into stuff like this, I know in the real world, like our municipalities and governmental agencies, they don't really take that seriously. But the spiritual aspect of it, religious aspect of it, is kind of foundational to a lot of these legal entities. And everything that is in the spirit realm actually echoes back into the natural world. People don't get this. It echoes back into the natural world. And if you're not careful, whatever you say and do in a negative sense towards someone without cause, it backfires. It backfires. And people want to always say, I don't know what's happening. Why is this happening to me? Well, have you been speaking against somebody that you know you're not supposed to? Because they have done nothing to you or your family or anyone around you. Then just look at yourself and look at how you're conducting yourself around others, and it'll be easy to see. But we live in a society where people are so money hungry that they will sacrifice people for $1 and call it justice, and it's not. A lot of the wealth and prosperity that people have has been stolen. It's been stolen. And the universe is just reversing it. That's balance. Justice is balance in the eyes of the Most High. So you really have to be careful about how you treat people, especially when they have done nothing to you. And wealth and abundance. If you have been seeing the numbers 888 or 333 or 222 or 1111 or 9999 or 777, or all of these numbers are spiritual numbers. They're significance. Just like in the scripture, in the Bible, there were numbers associated with the different books of the Bible. And so any numbers, the universe uses numbers. The Most High uses numbers to give you signs of where He's leading you to certain things, and if this is the path or not. So if you're seeing these 888s and 777s, just know that you're not crazy, you're not insane, you're not delusional. No, that's the universe giving you signals that you're either on the right path or you need to be on the right path. And I know when I moved, when I had moved out here, when I was forced to come out here to the Pacific Northwest, and I see these numbers, I'm like, what in the world is going on seeing these numbers all the time? And now I know. And so with that said, you're abundant within yourself. And everything surrounding is abundant, but you're abundant within yourself. And that's what your enemies wanted. So they had to settle for the money and the finances, which is not even theirs. But you're abundant and wealthy on your own. And you have to know that you are abundant. Even more so without them. You create your own abundance because you are abundant. You are abundant. Your wealth, you are the gift. You are the good luck charm or whatever. You are. And when they rejected you or discarded you, or you had to walk away, either way, access was denied. And Spirit said, you know what? Their judgment fell on them. You can call judgment on these people. You don't need to, because judgment's already activated once you left. And once they forced you out, or once they pushed you away, or pushed you out, and pretty much abandoned you, or your connection, or your relationship, or your marriage, or and many fraudulent relationships and marriages and things like this are kind of the types of relationships where this happens. And I just want to encourage you guys that you are the abundant one. You are the abundant one. You are the one. Okay? And don't be ashamed to feel that way, because you feel it first before you see it. You are the abundant one. And that's why you have to ground yourself in nature. There's abundance around you all in nature anyway. But you are abundant. And it's funny because you are spiritually protected. And your children and your grandchildren, they get targeted too because of you. Because you're the abundant one. And they do, and your enemies, do cruel and inhumane things to make sure you do not make it in life. They block your career. They block your love life. They block your money. They block your assets. They block your prosperity, your abundance, your legacy, your inheritance. They try to block that. And with that said, you still gonna get your abundance. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You just continue to glow. You continue to make sure that you keep that light about you. That's why they're jealous of you. That's why they are envious of you. That's why they hate you. And yeah, they do have hate in their heart for you. At the same time, they admire you. And don't backtrack. Don't backtrack, don't backtrack, don't backtrack, don't backtrack. No empathy. No. No. They took that for granted. No. No. Keep your empathy for, your energy for those that really matter. Keep your empathy and your energy signature for those that are worthy of it. Don't waste it on your enemies. Don't. Because I'm still being attacked. Through where I live and through my bloodline, my descendants. Because I'm speaking out about this. My enemies are scared. And they've been running. Because the truth is out there. The truth is going to continue to roll. They know what they're doing. Don't feel sorry for these people. They know exactly what they've been doing for the last 5 years, 10 years, 8 years, 13 years, 24 years, 40 years. They know what they're doing. So, continue to live your life and continue to shine your light no matter what. No matter what. Keep shining your light. And that's all I have to say for you guys. Much love to you. Take care of yourselves. Self-care is the best care.